Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Blessed Trim Ability. As promised, we're going to have what's called Weigh In Wednesday. And when I was writing my notes down about this today, I realized it was spelled win, Weigh In Wednesday. We have a visitor here. Let's see if you can see her. This is Matilda. We found she's well, we found her in actually one of the farm truck. The mother had abandoned her, and we hand raised her, and she loves to be in on things. So here, you get down. Um, Back to Weigh In Wednesdays. It spells win. And first of all, I want to thank you for stopping by and watching my channel. And I also want to thank you for keeping me accountable because this week I have lost 3 pounds, which in my mind, I think, that's really not a lot, but it really is. And my daughter said, Mom, that's more than average. So it's just been a little over a week. I've lost 3 pounds, but I want to talk about other things too because I feel better. To the THM plan, it helps with your blood sugar and it helps the poof go away. And my clothes are fitting better. I feel better in my clothes. And to quote Mark Lowry in one of his funny skits, my thighs aren't saying so much of excuse me, pardon me, coming through when I walk. So that I like I said, I feel better all around. And funny thing about when I started to do the weigh-in Wednesdays, I my scales, I have these Weight Watcher scales and I've had them for several years, and they're digital and they have a battery. Well, for about a year, this big said LO on it. It's come up and I thought, oh, well, I know that means the battery's low, but I said, but it hasn't quit yet. So here I was trying to hurry and weigh in and get ready for work before I started do it for the weigh in Wednesdays. And guess what? It wouldn't work. The battery had gone dead, wouldn't work at all. I went downstairs. I had a battery. It's one of those little silver ones, the circular ones. I got one out. I couldn't get the old battery out. And I was like, oh, for heaven's sakes, I can't do this. And so I asked my husband, I said, would you replace this battery? Well, he did. And so he did. And so I put him, in the bathroom. And the next day I got up to weigh and there was a switch on the bottom. He had switched it to kilograms. And I loved it and said, what? That can't be right on there. So I put it back over to the pounds, the English version. And so we could weigh in from there. But sometimes you know that when things aren't going quite right, that you're probably doing something that you're really supposed to do. But it was like a fight all the way on that. But then my daughter, she was teasing me and she said, how long did it say LO? And I said, well, about a year. But then I said, but the battery still worked. And every day I used it with the battery working, I saved money. But I get her point. You have to be prepared. It's on those kind of days where there's a saying where it says your tomorrow self will thank your yesterday self. And that's the things we've talked about being prepared. And that will help you. And what did I do this week that was different? Well, I knew that I had to come back and I had promised I would be accountable. And that was a big thing. And I think that's one thing we need to do is have accountability partners. And, on this channel, if you want to do the weigh in Wednesday with us and you want to say how, you don't have to tell us how much you lost or anything like that. You can just say, I had a good week, bad week. If you want to feel like you could be accountable, just put in the comments below, and that. And also, we want to talk about what else did I do? I did the water before coffee every day and I did watch my portion sizes, but except like on the vegetables and things that I could have more of, I tried to fill up more on the non-starchy vegetables. But then I did eat, the protein and other things too. And I tried to keep on the schedule of, between 2.5 and 5 hours on that because sometimes 3 to 4 doesn't fit in everybody's lifestyle. And we know that on that. But, and something else I wanted to encourage you is don't deprive yourself. I have lost this weight, but I have had, and I promise you, I have had a dessert every night. But what I did was I had smaller portions than I usually would have had. When I froze them, I made them smaller so that I could have something because that's probably not going to change. I want dessert every night. But this week, my goal is to continue doing the coffee before, I'm sorry, the water before coffee. And then I want to also make sure that I am watching my portions, but also I'm going to try to do some fuel pull desserts and try to make some of those so I'm not having the heavy S desserts on there. Um, Also, we were going to weigh in about, do you feel encouraged this week? How do you feel? Do you need to reach out to somebody? Do you need, somebody to pray with you or pray for you? Clearly, if you would like to, you can leave your prayer request in the comments, and we'll be glad to pray for you. We want to build a community and even if you're not doing THM, if you just came across this channel and you want to be a part, just you like watching it, you don't have to do THM to watch this because we'll do other things too. We'll have farm videos, and I always try to have a funny story and things like that on here. So something else with a spiritual life. How have you weighed it? Let's weigh in on that. How have you done this week? Because I know we're busy, but we always need to try to put the Lord first. Something that I want to encourage you to do this week is think about your blessings because we are so blessed to, if you live in the United States, you're blessed to live in the United States. We're so blessed to be able to go to church. We're blessed for, even the air that we breathe is something that came from the Lord. And I have another channel. It's called Saturday Night Sunday School. And I taught this lesson on there. There's about 3 or 4 lessons up on there, and I'm going to start doing a special emphasis between now and Easter and do the resurrection eggs story and the also read some Easter stories on there. But and I'll try to link that down below. But I had taught on there when you want to be thankful, when you tell God things you're thankful for, sometimes it's hard to think of everything. And so, one thing you could do is make a list from the alphabet A to Z, and then sit down and write something for each letter that you're thankful for. And then, when you're praying, you can thank God. You can do all A to Z, or today you can do A through L, and then do the rest of the alphabet that another day. But I think that's something sometimes we say, oh, well, we don't really know. We don't need somebody to tell us how to pray, but sometimes we need little tips and tricks because, we want to do the best job we can at that. So, this week, why don't you try making a thankful list of your blessings from A to Z and, tell the Lord that you're thankful for those things on there. Um, like I said, we'll be weighing in Wednesday and, we're going to tell how we feel encouraged. But one thing, I want to make sure that you understand on THM, don't deprive yourself. Eat what you need and eat as often as you need. Try to keep it within the parameters of the time that the plan, the 2.5 to 5 hours. And like I said, if you need dessert, fix a dessert, but be mindful of your portions and the things that you need to do for yourself. Maybe it's not dessert that you have to have. Maybe you have to have something to drink. Make yourself a good girl moonshine, and maybe you're just coming off of pop. Put you the seltzer water in it, so you'll still have something bubbly. Because every now and again you like to have something that's a little bubbly on there. I want to keep this short today because it is weigh-in Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get this uploaded tonight, which will be Tuesday night, and we'll continue on our journey together to see where we're going with that. I just put in the oven, I put the THM turkey pot pie. I made that, and hopefully I'm learning how to tape or film cooking videos because I know people are interested in that, and we'll start doing hope to get some cooking videos done over the weekend and maybe up by early next week. So I'll see you probably before, but next week we'll do weigh-in Wednesday. Please join us, come along and join us.